So, thank you. Today we are going to present a challenging problem for every surgeons that we face rarely and regularly. My topic is evidence-based diagnostic protocol and management of pain in right iliac fossa. We usually encounter daily. Patient is coming just pain in right iliac fossa, and along with other symptoms, we become confused. What is the actual diagnosis? That's why I consider this topic important for surgeons. Introductions. Pain in right iliac fossa is a common surgical emergency encountered daily. Diagnosis is often challenging due to varied causes and overlapping symptoms. These presentations outline clinical feature, diagnostic approach, and management strategy based on prospective study of 30 patients. Inclusion criteria, clinical symptoms and signs after the USG. Then if any suspicious lesion in USG, we will go for CT scan. After that, if we suspicious about anything in USG on the basis of finding tubercular lesion like us, then we go for serum media, Montox, ESR, and serum C and colonoscopy. Exclusion, basically gynecological cases are not included because they are just like same symptoms due to rupture ectopic pregnancy or due to hemorrhagic ovarian cyst. They present usually same symptoms. That's why we excluded in this study. Laparoscopic procedure are not necessary. Why? Basically in peripheral, usually patient just due to economic condition don't prefer to go laparoscopic surgery. Histology was not included and AFB was not done in any cases. Differential diagnosis, what we find on this 30 patient, acute appendicitis was in 15 cases, appendicular lump was 7 cases, chronic appendicitis 3 cases, tubercular lesion 3 cases, carcinoma cecum 1 cases, appendicular abscess 1 cases. Most patients were aged between 21 to 30 years. Appendicular pathology and tubercular lesion are common in this group. Young age group are more prone for appendicular pathology and tubercular lesions. Male constitutes overall 63% of the cases. Diagnosis in female is more complex, requiring cautious clinical evaluation because we know there are many gynecological diseases like as hemorrhagic cyst, simple ovarian cyst, rupture ectopic pregnancy that may mimic same symptoms. Carcinoma typically present in older age groups above 50 years of age. Results. All cases of acute appendicitis was managed immediate open appendectomy or appendicular lump were managed conservatively, then interval appendectomy was done in all 7 cases. Appendicular abscess was managed conservatively by only antibiotics. Usually in some cases we use drainage USG guided, but in this case we manage this case conservatively. Carcinoma cecum was managed by right hemicolectomy on the basis of colonoscopic finding. Ileocecal tuberculosis was managed conservatively by ATT. Discussion. What is the point of discussion in this study? Clinical evaluation combined with USG is the primary diagnostic approach of any pain in right iliac fossa. USG is effective in detecting appendicular lump, inflamed appendix, and abscesses. CT scan is recommended when USG suggests ileal thickening, enlarged lymph node, or any mass lesion. Especially in patient over 50 years of age, we must go for CT if patient presented with pain in right iliac fossa. Colonoscopy is advised if CT scan indicate colonic wall thickening or ulcer. These methods collectively guide diagnosis, though still no single test is definitive for this management. Protocol recommend through clinical assessment first on basis of symptoms and sign, then by USG. And what is the finding in USG? We must be very cautious. Any changes in lymph node, size increased or ileal wall thickening. After that, serological tests such as serum adenosine deaminase, especially for tubercular, but we know there is no specific test till date for tuberculosis abdomen. Montox, these are all only suppository tests. They can just support or exclude the case of TB. Not 100% sure if this is finding this case may be a tuberculosis. CT scan and serum CEA are advised for unclear cases in older patients. Colonoscopy with biopsy is used if imaging suggests neoplasm and inflammatory bowel diseases. This protocol requires validation of larger patient group for confirmations. But we are basically focused on this flow diagram. Any case presented with either in emergency or OPD, pain in right iliac fossa around periumbilical region. We know there is migratory pain in appendicitis. That's very confusing for us. Acute, we consider less than 3 days patient present, and chronic for more than 3 weeks. What happened? If patient presented with fever and vomiting, and there is no history of loss of weight, loss of appetite, and abnormal bowel habit, we will check McBurney tenderness. It's the point of to check the appendicitis. If it is positive, we consider it clinically acute appendicitis, because we know appendicitis is not a radiological finding, but people still describe in USG finding. This is a case of acute appendicitis. If this is positive, then we confirm this is the clinically acute appendicitis. If negative, then we go for USG. In USG, what you find? Terminal ileal thickening, enlarged mesenteric lymph node. On the basis of those suspicious things, we can think this can be a Cox abdomen, abdomen tuberculosis. So we must go for further next suppository test, which can just support to us in the favor of Cox abdomen. Serum ESR, this is a non-specific inflammatory marker, you all know. Serum ADA, still not specificity and not high. Montos test and increased lymphocytes. These 3-4 tests just support in favor of Cox abdomen, not confirmatory test still. If in find USG thickening at ileocecal junction or ascending colon wall, then we have to go for CT whole abdomen, colonoscopy and serum CEA to diagnose any colonic cancer. If USG suggests appendicular lump abscess, that it remain be appendicular lump of abscess. In finding of acute appendicitis, what is the role of USG? Basically, we do perform USG in each and every cases just to exclude the other pathology. Sometimes even ureteric stone pain presented with the same pain, and we confuse. In our practical life, we are getting 3 or more patients. They have ureteric stone. They were operated in outside in local open appendectomy was performed in that cases. But patient presented still, they have pain in the iliac fossa, right iliac fossa region because of ureteric stone. So we have to exclude on the basis of USG. Conclusion, be very cautious during clinical evaluation is the most important things for pain in right iliac fossa. First investigation, no doubts, USG. If beyond finding of USG, like as appendicular lump, inflamed appendix, appendicular abscess, if you find there is terminal ileal thickening, enlarged mesenteric lymph node, then we can suspect it's as a Cox abdomen, and then we will go further investigate as a suppository marker. I have told you serum ASR, serum ADA, Montox, and increased lymphocytes. We consider that point in favor of Cox abdomen. If thickening of ileocecal junctions and ascending colon, definitely we go for first CT. If CT is unclear, still there any dilemma between USG and CT, then we go to perform colonoscopy along with CEA, tumor marker. That can help just. However, it's a very patient only 30, and still we are doing study on these cases. Thank you.